What do you make of all these girls gone wild? The Britney Spears, all this.
I think Britney just got to keep her away from a razor for a while. I think if you're going to go Brazilian, you don't go commando, and you don't get out of a limousine like you're sliding into third, you know. So next thing you know, everything's in a witness protection program. People come out of that going, what are you doing? You mean, Lindsay, initially when she was going to get out, she was going to have a birthday party sponsored by a vodka company. Not wise in rehab, you know, it's like taking the child just out, you know, the little hypoglycemic child to Krispy Kreme. You know, it takes some time, a little quiet time, and I think that'll be good for her, and for all of them. You know, rehab is just the beginning, having been through it, you know.
You went through it?
Went through it, yeah.
For what were you addicted?
I had a little problem with alcohol. It wasn't really a problem, everybody had it. But it was the idea.
You were...
Yeah, I was an alcohol, a drunk.
You were a drunk?
Well, that's nice of you to say that.
You said it first.
Yeah, you know, you wake up in a field with a road flare nicely placed. What's your name? It's going to be fun.
What happens in rehab?
What happens? You dry out.
No, I mean, what?
What happens is people basically start the process of, you know, just saying no and being among others, you know, and learning that you're not alone and working on giving up, you know, giving up that you could do it yourself, because everyone's thinking, I got this under control, Gary.
How do you, though, keep...
you keep going because there's this strange secret organization that you go to.
Yeah, Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, don't say it. It's unanimous. And you go to those, and you know, you find other people who've done things that make you look Amish, and you come out the other side like, you know, I almost have a year now without that, so it's good.
Do you lose your sense of humor in it?
No, you find it. You're with people who have a great sense of humor.
So you're funny there, too?
Oh, yeah, you got to be. One guy who, his name shall remain nameless, hence the name, the idea that he tried to commit suicide, and he put a little tube in his car to pump the gas, you know, pump the fumes in, but only had a quarter tank of gas. So it's a bit of a kind of a gallows humor, but you know, like all those people, they'll tell stories about, you know.
But when you're a celebrity and you don't lose your celebritydom,
no.
So you're well known in there. Do they
somewhat.
expect? I mean, do you continue to be funny? You're funny, continuously funny.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, you can be funny with it. You know, the idea of I wasn't in with Mel. They thought, you know, for me it was kind of ironic that Mel got busted by the only Jewish highway patrolman. You have to think God's going, I saw the passion, let's see what happens. You know, good luck. But yeah, I was funny there, but the truth is the more you do it, the more you lose. You don't have to be funny. The best stuff is just the simple honesty, you know. That works. It's a program of honesty.
Now, do you think you've beaten it?
No, Larry. It's always there. You've beaten it. Yeah, I kicked it.
No,
I'm fine. No, the idea is that you always have a little bit of fear, like you have to just keep at it. You know, it's a day by day. That's what Brittany will find out, Lindsay, Paris. I sing a song, I love Paris out of rehab. I love Paris out of jail. I love Paris. Crazy Bentley driving Paris. It's crazy. There must be old guys who were in Paris, the original, the city, going, I was there at the liberation. That's different, Grandpa. But yeah, you gotta stay on it.
Let's talk a little about the movie License to Wed.
Sure,
we'll be showing clips.
Yeah, we'll show clips.
What's your selection process?
For movies?
Yeah.
You go by weight, if a script has a nice weight. A nice piece of fish and a nice script. If it makes you laugh and it's a comedy, that's a good sign.
How do you get through working with you in a film? Because your stream of conscious humor is going all the time.
Yeah, fun. I mean, for me...
If it's 2 months, does it take 4?
No, we don't add extra time. I know when to shut it off. I do it for the crew a lot of times, you know, because making a movie a lot of times is like open heart surgery with a spoon. It takes a long time. Or circumcision with a water pick, your call. I think it's the idea, it takes a long time, and you just keep doing it. And for the crew, sometimes you'll find stuff to talk about, or you'll talk about what's going on in the news, or like, and for us, it's just a process of keeps them laughing, helps me warm up. And
does?
Yeah, oh, big time.
And do you do the same when you're doing a serious movie?
No. Well, yeah, actually sometimes, you know, like with Al, you know, you talked about Pacino. When he was doing Insomnia, he would do this thing of, the first day I was on the set, he kind of warms up, you know, he does different things to warm up. For this movie, he thought of his character as an old lion, so he would be, Rah! And I came on the set with, and he was like, who did that? Who the hell did that? It was me, Mr. Pacino, nice to meet you. How are you, Mr. Pacino?
By the way, was it something to you to work with him?
Big time. It's great. I mean, if I work with Duvall, then I've got the entire Godfather glass collection. Working with him is great because you know he's so.
He's back with De Niro again. They're doing a movie together
Serious?
in September. Two Cops.
Two Cops, big surprise. Yeah, in between takes. Was that good? It's good. It's good. I felt good about it. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. It'll be good. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Okay. I want to put on. I know you put on a thong. I'm gonna put on nipple clips. Let's see what happens.
Up next, we'll get serious.
We'll be right back.
We'll get serious for a few moments. Robin Williams will talk about the loss of his close friends, Chris and Dana Reeve.
Whoa.
When we come back. We're back with Robin Williams. His new film is License to Wed.
Not License to Kill. We'll
That's
be
right.
back.
Okay. We've discussed already. Pacino, he said he'd like to work with Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah, because Jack, you know, is not afraid. He'd be going, Larry, I'm just going to grab a nipple and let's see what happens. They liked him in The Departed. He was going, I'm not doing a Massachusetts or Boston accent. Maddie, work your little ass off. I'll be over here being me.
What a movie that was.
Oh, yeah. It's powerful.
Serious for a minute. Chris Reeve.
Right.
How did you meet him?
We were both a program at Juilliard called the Masters Program, which was like an accelerated 2-year program, basically to get us into the acting company really quickly. He was obviously brought in as the handsome leading man, and I was brought in as the furry character actor. We were both in there together, Hausman sitting in a room with us going, Mr. Williams, Mr. Reeves, the theater needs you. But he was basically there, you know, with me, and we both were in a class that kind of fell apart, and he got a job early on, and the school didn't acknowledge that. You couldn't go off and work at that time and do a movie and then come back. So he left early and started, I think he was in a play and then also a movie.
And you stayed friends?
Oh, big time. He's the godfather of my son, Zach, and I've known him for years, through everything. It was used to be...
You knew when he met Dana? And,
oh, yeah. I mean, through all of it. I've known him for a long time.
I saw you speak at his memorial service.
Yeah, that was...
Wonderful memorial service. And his son was brilliant.
His son was amazing. I mean, how powerful he was to do 2 memorials in 1 year at the age of 14 is a stress test beyond all belief.
Did you know Dana was that sick?
Yeah. It became, my wife was with her all the time and knew pretty early on and was fighting it and was so elegant, you know, that she had that great line, you know, she came that benefit and she was in this Versace dress and she had, you know, her hair looked gorgeous. She said, it's not my hair, thank you. And it was kind of amazing to see that they all had this power, that she had the same power that Chris had and, you know, carrying on the tradition.
Did you truly supported him?
Supported him? Oh, only just, I got him a generator lit at one point because when the power kicked out, it's a little rough when you're on a machine. Bobby, start the truck! You know, you got to have a generator going. No, if they have the needed stuff, yeah.
Did you have any idea that he was, that he was sick or something?
No, I mean, you know, whenever you have a disorder of the spine, the whole central nervous system is up for grabs. I mean, he could overheat immediately. I mean, one time at dinner, he did this. He said, hey, brother, check this out. And he moved his finger. And I went, okay, where's the Muppet? And it was huge because he had learned voluntary breathing.
On the show.
Yeah, he did that. And you realize for him, that's the equivalent of an 18-foot pole vault. And voluntary breathing he was getting to. All the work he's done is just now starting to pay off in terms of stem cell, in terms of all the, you know, the advocacy that he began is just now kicking in, especially like in the States. Arnold, you know you did it. I'm very proud of you. Now let Maria eat. Okay.
At least Arnold is in the forefront of it.
Oh, big time.
California's spending more than a nation.
Yeah, huge.
But the nation ain't spending.
Yeah, and it's he's realizing, and I called him, I said, thank you for doing that. He said, don't be silly, Robert, it's billions of dollars of business. Thank you.
Did you have fun with Chris when he did Superman?
Yeah, it was great to go visit him because he was all pumped up. And at that point, it was like, we'd walk down the street and it'd be Mork and Superman and then eventually Popeye and Superman. It was like kind of like, it was so strange to see him like in that thing, to see my friend now is Superman. Yeah. It became this huge deal.
Tell me about you and Jonathan Winters.
Oh, the Meister. My son, he said, consider me more of an idol. I went, great. He's
true genius, right?
Oh, true genius.
What's he doing now?
Just hanging out in Santa Barbara, doing shows. We did a benefit in L.A.
I don't see him on television.
No, he should be though. They did a thing in San Francisco where they show all of his old clips. My favorite thing is the thing I saw my father laugh when Jonathan Winters was playing. I'm a great white hunter. He said, what do you hunt? I hunt mainly squirrels. He said, what do you aim for? They're nuts. And he was always, you know, he's done when you're with him, he can go off on all these things because I'll call him and go, where are you? I'm in a hot tub with Indian head nickels. I have to go now. And he's always just riffing on things.
Did you put him on Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, he had a great thing. A guy said, how do you get into show business? And Jonathan said, it's very easy. What you have to do is, you know, all the studios have a gate. What you have to do is get a Camaro with an iron grill, drive through, and then you're in show business. And he was like, all right. But yeah, we put him on, and it was great because people who knew him loved him, and the rest of the people going, what is this?
How did you get Mork?
I got it, it's kind of a fluke. Gary Marshall was inviting a lot of comics into audition, and I just went in and said, hello.
Were you a stand-up comic?
Yeah, big time. It was an open call, and Richard Lewis was going in, and he walked out saying, I don't speak Norwegian. And I went, okay, so I just went in and went, well, let's be crazy and see what happens.
And that was your own concept, that voice?
Well, the voice was, yeah, like the kind of the helium. You know, the idea of someone who's just like this was slightly damaged. And that's carried on until now.
Do you think that show would click?
No, not at all. They gave it the same odds as Gary Coleman in the NBA. I think it's the same odds, basically, you know. And when it did, I think the only reason it clicked was that the studio and the executives would come in and they would see people laughing, and then they went, oh, well, maybe it will work. And we went on, and because it was so freeform, at that time, it was different than all the other situations.
You ad-libbed a lot of that.
Oh, huge, yeah, you'd go off, and you had people who would, you know, go with it, 3 cameras, good luck, cut to anything, you know.
Robin Williams, our guest, the new film, Licensed to Wed. When we come back, we'll talk a little politics, right?
Oh, welcome back. We're going to talk about the presidential race.
We're back with Robin Williams. He stars in Licensed to Wed. It opens July 3rd, which is tonight, because that's when this is playing.
Ah.
He was nominated, earned an Oscar for your 4th nomination. What's it like winning when you win an Oscar? What's that like for Good Will Hunting?
Because I'd lost 3 times before, it was a kind of a shock. I was always losing to people who didn't have a green card. You know, it was always. And the winner is an English actor who is not from here. And
you were nominated for Fisher King, Dead Poets Society,
Good Morning Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam, and won.
When I won, it's strange because they announce your name and everything goes into slow motion. You kind of, you get up and you look around and you see Madonna standing, and you look over and see Burt Reynolds going, you bastard. And it was like, and you look around and it's a very surreal thing.
I've done Shrek a couple times, and I'm going to be a voice of myself.
Isn't it fun?
I'm a bee in the Bee movie for Jerry Seinfeld.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Isn't it a blast?
But you were in Aladdin. You do voices, right?
Yeah, I've done. I was Aladdin. I've done Betty Coda. I was initially 3 penguins in Happy Feet, and then 2. For me, it's the most fun. You see that? You just go in, and then when they draw you, did they draw a bee that looks like you?
I haven't seen the bee yet.
Go to line 2, back at the hive. We're talking to the queen. You know, it's fun because then they draw you, and it's like, wow, dude, it's beautiful.
Are you politically involved as we?
I'm an observer, yes, sir, as we
supporting
say.
anyone yet?
Not yet. We're just going to wait till the dust clears. Right now, it's like Survivor with videotape. So.
Will it be a Democrat?
Well, look at the South right now. If the major candidates are a black man and a white woman, and a lot of people in the South are going, I'll have a beer. They're kind of like, I know Barack. I've done benefits for him. I know Hillary. I've done benefits for her. Right now, they're kind of, you know, going at each other, and there's Al over here just kind of...
Al will be here.
Serious?
Night after tomorrow.
It's good. Just knock the hamburger out of his hand. You know, because he's getting a little big. You know, he's almost his own climate right now. He is global warming. You walk into the room, the temperature rises. It's like, honey, put her down. You remember that. You remember Bill, drop some weight, you know.
If he got in, would you go with Gore?
Yeah, you would go with Gore. I mean, you just want anyone right now who can finish a sentence. You want that. Someone who has a reasonable scientific knowledge.
Has President Bush been a disappointment?
Just a touch. Having been to Iraq, just a touch. Yeah, you know.
You've been to Iraq?
Yeah, I've been to Iraq twice, Afghanistan 3 times. Yeah, just a touch. Yeah, you kind of...
Entertaining troops?
Yeah. Oh, no, just a comedy club. Welcome to club.
Oh, you got booked in Baghdad.
Yeah, booked in Baghdad. Here's a funny guy. It's burqa night. Come on down. Shiites hit the fan. Welcome. Before I bring out Larry King and a great stripper who's putting on clothes, please welcome a comedy club in Baghdad. Sorry we had to move. This is a great thing. Do you think like in 100 years from now there'll be Civil War reenactors? I'm a Sunni, I'm a Shiite. It's like, yeah, it's been a disappointment for me. And like, you know, you talking to Colin Powell, there's a man who actually had a certain sense of, you know, responsibility of the great quote, if you break it, you own it. You know, and then they went, bye-bye, thank you, thank you, thank you. Takes anything off the top shelf. Good luck. And
what's it like? Is it different to entertain troops?
yeah, they're heavily armed. You know, you see, one time I was on a stage, and I think it was in Baghdad. You look out, everybody's fully armed, but they're also wearing full body armor. And I came out and said, I guess I didn't get that memo. And I looked over, there were 5 Australians sitting on a fuel truck, smoking, you know, on a big fuel truck, smoking a cigarette, going, don't worry, Robin, just be funny. And yeah, but the great news is it's the greatest audience you'll ever be in front of. It's extraordinary people, and
because they're young and they're
young, and they're, you know, and you just there and they have a great time, and they're so happy that someone even asked to, like my assistant, for an autograph. They said, this was in Afghanistan. They said, anybody who comes here, ma'am, thank you, and I recommend going because they're great people, and you just want to be there for them and say, dude, and ma'am, you're the best. And especially my favorite was in Afghanistan, where you perform in front of the Special Forces guys.
Oh,
because they'll be like
the Rangers.
Rangers and, you know, and
Green Berets.
Green Beret, SAS. Well, even the SAS, they're always like, you can't look at me, Robin. I'm sorry, you just can't look at me. And they're all, they'll be full beard, full jalaba, except for the Yankees hat, you wouldn't know. It's like, and for me, the best. For me, it was an extraordinary memory and a great time.
Have you always been politically involved?
Once I had a child, you know that. Once you got a kid, you realize you got to try and at least pay attention.
You good father?
Yeah, for my kids. I mean, right now, my son Cody, it's amazing because he was asking, Dad, have you ever read Flaubert? And all of a sudden I went, no. I realized I must catch up now.
How old is he?
He's 15. And it's like, and he's pushing the envelope, but he's brilliant. And Zach's great, and Zelda. I mean, they've always been there to kind of be my reality check. And Marsha, too. You know the same thing.
Yeah.
It's, hey, when you got a good wife, it's like, thank you.
How were they when you went into rehab?
They were good. I think they knew it was time. Daddy's sleeping. No, don't tell Daddy. I don't know how the vodka got here. It's crazy. You know, what's the Smirnoff doing on the couch? Someone left this here, and someone urinated in my pants. I don't know how. That's the standard. You know, the alcoholic's the only person who can wake up in the morning and say, who did this to my pants? This is crazy. Total denial. So far in denial, you're in the Suez. So,
by the way, in making License to Wed, do you have to like the company? Was it an enjoyable set to do?
Yeah, once again, if you're in a comedy, it's great to have fellow comedians. Yeah, people you like and people who are not afraid to improvise, like John Krasinski, who's funny, and you see him on The American Office, and he's really funny.
Yeah.
Mandy, who's sweet and funny. I mean, everyone talks about all the wild girls of Hollywood. There's Mandy, who's doing, you know, has a singing career, has an acting career, and obviously has, I think, a wonderful private life that we don't know about. No videotape, at least that I've seen. Looking for it, but it's been wonderful to be with those people. And Josh, and when you're doing a comedy, if you're having a good time, it usually helps.
We'll be back with some more moments with Robin Williams, and then another Robin, Robin Quivers.
We're just going to run a few initial clips before. This is your greatest hits, if you're ready for this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, thanks. Now we've got Mel Gibson and a rabbi. Let's see what happens. Okay, now Larry in Paris.
He's only in a monitor.
Do you have any shots of Larry in Paris? No, the city.
Robin Williams, he stars in License to Wed, opening tonight. Wide, as they say.
All good.
Did you have to do any homework to play a minister? Did you go visit churches? Did you?
No, they won't let me in.
Oh.
Rehab was the closest thing. I think I grew up Episcopal. I was a choir boy and an altar boy, and you know, like I said, Episcopalian is like Catholic light. We didn't have confession. We just had, you know, your parents having a couple of gin and tonics at Thanksgiving. Your aunt's a lesbian, I'm sorry to tell you. And it's like the idea of, you know, I knew that from growing up.
What did you feel like putting on the cloth?
Once you put it on, the cloth, the collar is the main thing. The cloth is nice. The collar, once you turn the collar on, language, you know, must sort of confine the, you're limited in terms of phraseology.
Does it sort of exalt you?
No, I was never exalted.
No?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel good?
In many ways, you know.
No, I mean, I would get in. If I was a rabbi.
If you were a rabbi,
they put
welcome
me on
to
a tallis.
A tallis, a nice thing. Today, the fleshy dicky, the milky dicky, and the sushi dicky. A rabbi in Malibu. Here we are, Temple. This is Temple Beverly Hills. A blessing. What a wonderful thing it is to Sheila, who is hoping for an iPhone, God willing, in this life. Is there a blessing, Rabbi, for an iPhone? May you have it. May the software function. May there be a blessing for all this. May we take the cover off the iPhone today. Today you're a man. This, and now for our lovely Moyles, Phil, who's done a wonderful job this year, and our lovely cantor, a fabulous cantor. And before we come out with Barbra Streisand here singing in our shul, singing dreidel in the only way that she can. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. If you were a rabbi, that would be wonderful. I've got a call in from line 1 from heaven, God willing.
No, but I mean, I would think if you
put it on, it's kind of interesting. You can't wear it out because it's impersonating, you know,
Correct.
Man of the Cloth, and you do time like Lenny Bruce. But you know,
And Lenny did that. I knew Lenny when he was doing it.
Serious? When he was selling it in Miami?
Yeah, oh. I knew Lenny very good.
Yeah,
Lenny was a good
and when
friend.
you got a German Pope, everything's up for grabs.
Lenny was a genius. Yeah, a German Pope.
Yeah, German Pope is always, you know, it's a little frightening for, if you're Jewish, you know, a German in front of a large cross and people cheering. It's a bit like... So, he was only in Flak Panther. He only shot and ran away.
What are you doing next?
Just going home.
No, I mean next.
Going back, this movie with Travolta, which would be fun. Yeah.
Which?
Called Old Dogs, you know.
What do you play?
Play myself as a middle-aged guy with another middle-aged guy, basically dealing
What's
with... The premise of the comedy is all of a sudden him my character dealing with the fact that a woman comes to him and said, "These are your children." And then we use them. I have to learn how to be with them and accept them as my children. And John, I think, will be using them as cougar bait. For those of you who know, the North American cougar, they hunt in packs.
When do you start?
We start in July.
Anyone you want to work with? Nicholson.
Nicholson, Scorsese. Just when Marty laughs, it's big. You know, when you see him laugh and go for the because of the asthma medicine, you go. That's good. And just because also working with him, you realize he's teaching a film history course. I got some South Korean movies here. I think you'll enjoy them. This is Old Boy, and this is a beautiful musical shot in Sanskrit. I think you'll love this.
We're almost done, Robin.
Oh, thanks, Larry. This has been a blast.
It's a very enjoyable film, and I enjoy your work. And not 10 years between.
No, I'll be back. I like this. And then you did well with Paris. I love what you say to her. You were very sweet with her and allowed her to be calm. And we're going to send her some books now.
All right, you've been fascinated with our
I'm
map.
looking over here. I just look around here to see.
Are you going to do a weather thing or what?
No, we're basically looking at what Rupert Murdoch owns. He's basically now, we've started here, basically those of you know right
That's
here.
Australia, correct?
Yeah, Australia. Most of China now is coming for, they have another thing now called...
This is Rupert Murdoch ownership.
Your ownership now. These are, the small red dots are just people who he hasn't bought yet. But there's things around here. This is a small thing right here. We're moving over here. 2 islands in Fiji that are up for grabs.
He got it right, you know.
This is a very good
your
thing.
stuff.
She says Shenghua, and the new pitcher for the Yankees is Wong. Remember, do not say Wang. He'll be very upset.
Thank you,
Larry.
Robin.
You got it, boss.
Robin Williams.
Larry King, we'll be right back.
Licensed to wed.
Licensed to wed, not
Opens
licensed
tonight.
to kill. Remember
And
that.
Okay, I mean,
One mistake.
just say Robin Quip.